y'all are. Hello, beautiful sunflower. We're Summer 1-800 TBI Fine Lolly. I feel like Marie, hey. Hold on a minute. TJ, there you are. TJ number 1 tonight. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Debbie. Hello, Susie. Dee. I'm going to say you're going to pass me up, girl. No, you was number 1. I seen you. I just actually, when I hit that, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I did. I'm on my cell phone, so you know how that's kind of weird. Hey, Diane. How are y'all doing? I'm sitting out here. Look at that in the back of me with the full moon rising. Full moon. She is a little bit better today. She's tired today because they did so many tests on her. Oh my gosh. She should sleep like a baby. I've been over there since 5:30 this morning, and I just got here. Excuse me, I just got here probably about 30 or 45 minutes ago. And today's been a lot, even for me. I gave her a hug for everybody. In between her getting the test and the this and the that, I was telling her how many prayers she got. Hey, Miss Ann, beautiful. And I was telling her how many people were rooting for her. And then we had a meeting. We're going to have another one tomorrow, so don't have all the answers until tomorrow. But I can kind of tell you a little bit where it's headed. But we had 3 neurologists on the end of it today come in. And then they did a full workup for about, on top of everything else, for about maybe an hour. My poor mama kept saying, I'm so tired. Hey, Blue Eyes Jewel. And everybody coming in. But she had to keep on and keep on. And let me see how to put this. They did about, between the last couple of days and today, they did about 3 bladder scans on her. And I was so worried it was her kidneys because she's not able to do the output, okay? They had to remove the catheter, I told y'all, I think last time, because she had an infection and a blood infection also on top of her pressure sore. But I'm so worried it's her kidneys, and I kept asking that, I bet 100,000 times today to everybody that come in, because we all know what can happen when your kidneys shut down. Just number 1. Okay, so what's happening with that? Don't hum-haul around it. What's happening with that is she has urine in there, but her brain is not telling her, you gotta go pee, basically. Which is a whole nother thing. So this morning, because they took her catheter out last time, but when she went in there, because she had an infection. They can cause infections, which with her bed sore and stuff, all that can cause sepsis, okay? So they took that out, and she's been without one. She's been on strong antibiotics. And this morning they put a straight cath in her, and by George, it didn't stay in her an hour before they said, nope, it's been too many times. We're putting a Foley cath in her. I don't know if anyone knows what a Foley cath is, but a Foley cath can stay in longer. It can stay even up to, I think, 3 months. If Millie, anybody's in here, can tell you that if you're familiar, it can stay a little bit longer without so many risks. But that's what happened today. She's still in a lot of pain because, again, they yesterday, I think I was telling somebody, they had, when she come in, when she couldn't wake up, they stopped all of her meds because they want to separate what's causing her to not wake up. And so even though she's in pain, they want to make sure, because it's a neuro issue. Hey, Jennifer. Hello, Rachel. I know it's been a lot, and a lot on her. And I think that's what we're all going to be talking about, some things like that. It's been so much without saying so much. I'm trying to give y'all the best that I can. And my son recorded it today, which was fine, but it's just been so much. Let me break this down. So she has this fluid in her head, and yes, they do call it water. I think Justin said water, because sometimes we call it water because that's what they said, and it's called anyway, never mind all that jargon talk. Let's just get to the point. What it is it's from the brain bleed when she went into the hospital, and they did the spinal surgery, all that kind of yada yada, and then also with this new stuff, she's had a new brain bleed, but she has the fluid, water coming on her brain now, where the fluid is going up and it's not coming down. They could put a stent in her head, drain it to her stomach, except for she's really not strong enough for that, to be honest. And she personally really don't want that. But it may not be a choice. So they're gonna, tomorrow, let's just say this, tomorrow, they're gonna do a couple of more things. Tomorrow, they're gonna wait on the other neuro doctor to come in. They're gonna do the spinal. We've discussed that. And I know, Rachel. I know. Hey, PJ. And then they'll just make decisions from there, from the other thing. I plain out asked them today, like, what was her prognosis? What was her diagnosis? I'm tired of all these tests. I just got right to the point or whatever. And how long is she going to be in here? And what's next? I mean, you know me, I just got down to it. What's the sense in doing all these MRIs over and over again and these CAT scans over and over and over again if nobody can't get to the point? Hi, Millie. And again, it's wait till tomorrow, because after the thorough examination day, they also found right there in front of us that tired her out. It's possible that she could have some nerve damage on top of all this that's causing her left side, that's causing her left side to do all this. That's what I asked them, and they kind of skipped over it, but my son has it on recording. I'm gonna have to go back over it, girl. I was just steady watching this stuff, and that was the last thing that those three all together come in and was trying to decide. So I've been there since 5:30 this morning, and that's a lot for me without getting the air. So yeah. So so they'll possibly also do some nerve testing as well tomorrow. I don't know if any of this is making any sense to y'all, but that's kind of where we stand on all that. Hey, Sassy and Brat, and I saw Wait What come in, and everybody that I didn't get to speak to, thank you. Gigi, Junebug, everybody. Good, TJ. I hope so, because it's a lot to take in. It's a lot. I've been spending a lot of time with her. I've been feeding her. Talking to her, showing her photos and videos and excuse me, stuff like that. And it was sad because she was more, I'm going to say more lucid today. Last night, okay, when I went over, my husband got up and went out of the room, and I was sitting on the other side of the bed, so she couldn't see me. She knew I was there. In fact, she had talked about, there was a couple of nurses in there at that time. She had talked about, like, y'all must be freezing. Only she don't talk as fast as I do, because whatever's happened, it's not like my mom, okay? I'm just telling y'all. So she's 71. Yeah, she's 71, Debbie. She had me when she was real young, so she's young. So she says, y'all must be freezing in here. And then she kept saying, come into my living room. So she kept thinking she was at home. And then she told me, like, the doctor just come in here today and in my house and didn't even knock. And she would say stuff like that. And it was heartbreaking. And so then my husband got down and went downstairs for a minute. And I was sitting, this broke my heart, y'all. So I was sitting on the other side of the bed. And I had already told her about my phone and what happened in Kroger's when I went in, because I explained to her. That's why I was so late. I'm so sorry, because I was trying to bring her what had happened. And whoever said this on my community post, this didn't have nothing to do with Sebastian or Bullhorn Betty. I don't know who said that, and I don't know if you were being rude or just cocky or just not being rude and I took it wrong, or some others took it wrong, but it didn't have anything to do with anything about that. It was a fluke. It happened. I wholeheartedly don't blame it on anything Sebastian or Sebastian's case. It just happened. What happened, unfortunately. Thank God I got my phone back. But anyway, that's beside the point. So anyway, I was explaining to her when I first went in, I'm like, why I'm late, because I had missed the doctor yesterday by 5 minutes. And I was so upset about it. And I told her, I mean, I don't treat her any different. She's my mom. And so I was telling her what happened. I'm like, I'm so sorry I'm late. I was trying to get you something to eat good. And, here, let's try this and, whatever. And So she didn't forget it, but yesterday she wasn't as lucid or whatever is what I'm trying to say. But I've never seen my mom like this. And so I was sitting on the other side of the bed when my husband went downstairs. She was looking more at the door like where he left. So it was kind of like nobody was in there. And I was sitting there reading my phone. And she just was looking out of the blue. And she goes, I mean, this is just about a few minutes because she's talking about kids freezing and tell them kids to get in here. It's cold. I don't know who she was talking to, but anyway, she goes, I was reading my phone, and then she goes, yeah, she said, my daughter is a good girl. She's got a good heart. And I started listening, and she's like, my daughter's got this good heart. And she's like, sometimes she does get this temper, though. And she's like, but it makes me so mad. Somebody took her phone today. She's like, but my daughter's my heart. And I'm sitting there and I'm just flabbergasted because it's like I wasn't even in the room. And I'm like, I mean, this is killing me. You know what I'm saying? It's killing me. So I just sat there, and then my husband came back up, and then she got on another subject. Because what she'll do sometimes is she'll just get on a subject, and then she'll either stop talking or she'll start talking about something, and then it'll go to something totally different. So I had to tell these doctors today, y'all don't know my mom. This is something different, totally different. And like, before this happened with fall, even though she's had all of her cancer and all this stuff, she would drive. She would go to her doctor. She would still, and I looked at that doctor, I said, and she would probably walk circles around you. That's what I told him. And I showed him a picture of her and stuff, and I said, so this is what I'm talking about. And I said, I want to know why she can't move. So I said, let me ask you something. All three of them was neurologists. I said, let me ask you something. I said, and I don't know, but you do. I said, so if somebody had brain surgery or anything like that, I said, what I want to know, I said, I want to know from y'all. I said, can they, like, in 2 or 3 days, because this is going on 3 weeks, I said, so in 2 or 3 days, I said, would they be able to, like, with help from the nurse or something, get up out of the bed, stand up 5 minutes or so? Wouldn't y'all have them walking at least to the bathroom with help or a walker or something? I said, isn't that the normal thing? And they said yes. I said, she hasn't moved. She's flat of her back for 3 weeks. She can't move. That's not normal, and I want to know why. I said, is that normal? And they said, no. I said, okay, that's what I want to get to the bottom to. Why? And is she going to be like this forever? Or what's going on? Hey, my Wrench and Beth Ann and James and everybody coming in. Thank you. They did the MRI under contrast. In fact, they did the MRI, I don't know, seriously, I'm not kidding you, 7 or 8 times. She said she wasn't doing it no more. Today, right before the doctors come in and they ordered it, they did another CAT scan. And she said, hold up. She's a little bit mixed up. She said they did the CAT scan, or the MR, they did that twice today. And I looked at her, I said, they haven't done that today. And she said, I don't care what time you was here, they did that today. And I said, nope, they did the MRI yesterday. I said, they're just doing a CAT scan. The girl explained to her the CAT scan again. Well, she's had one, she just forgot. And I said, that's what the doctor wants you to have before he comes back in here. So when she found out it wasn't the one, because she said she can't take it, even because the sound, the jackhammer kills her head, you know. And so, you know, sometimes she's fine. She's so super nice. She don't want to worry the nurses. She's so super nice to them. And I'm like, you gotta tell them when you're hurting. This button's for this. You've got to tell them. Yeah, Millie. And Millie's been a tremendous help to me. So, but yeah, I was kind of hoping all this would happen early today. I would have some answers, and maybe I could feel comfortable enough to go back home, but I don't feel comfortable enough until at least I talk to that doctor tomorrow. Yes, she's got one bed sore, Rachel. It's stage 3. It's a stage 3. And they keep her turn, and they've got those, she's 71, Lou. And she's got those, what do you call that? They're like, Millie knows, they're like blocks or cushions that you can put behind them to keep them rolled or whatever, besides the pillow or whatever. But, they don't stay behind her too good. I don't know. Wedges. Yeah, wedges. They've changed her air mattress. They have gave her a new air mattress. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've tried props, the pillows. She's having a hard time. Like, sometimes she'll just want to lay. That's almost scary. She just wants to lay totally flat, like her bed, like totally flat, just for a few minutes. Like, if you see a gurney when you go in, it's totally flat. Sometimes she wants to be totally flat. That don't look comfortable to me, but is that what they told you, Miss Ann? Oh, yeah. They said she's definitely going to have rehab. And we all talked about it in the room today, and I told them, look, you're going to have to find her another rehab. I don't want her back in that rehab. Not that they, look, I'm not saying that they did anything wrong. Okay, this is what I don't like about that rehab. She was over there, what? I had been home, because I told y'all I went to check it out. It wasn't no Hollywood mansion or anything, but it wasn't nothing that, you know, it wasn't the horrible, horrible stuff. And, well, you know, what was you going to do? But anyway, and they promised me you could go in 24/7, no, whatever. And first of all, they wouldn't answer their phones. Okay, I didn't like that, but okay, they didn't answer their phones. I'm thinking, this is kind of strange. Then when my son and anybody went over there to go visit, hey Tammy, thank you so much. But when anybody come to go visit, they would have to stand outside and buzz. And I mean like 20 or 30 minutes, and nobody would answer. Then you would pick up the phone, and my son would already make it all the way down from Hendersonville, or if he's at work in Gallatin, he would come all the way down from Gallatin, and they would still be standing there waiting on the outside No, honey, that didn't fly with me. And my son would be going, well, the number on the door says this. What do you have, Mom? And I'm like, this is the same number I had. And I had to end up emailing freaking the corporate, and the administrator had to end up, he did call me back. I will hand him that. But he called me back. Well, then it was a little too late after that. And then he wanted to give me his cell phone number. And I was nice. I wasn't no smiley butthead or nothing. But I was nice, and I had to go, well, you know, I already found this out by now, and they've already got in by this time, because this is the next day you're calling, and I'll take your cell phone number. I don't want to call your cell phone. What reason do I have to call your cell phone? I just want people in the door when they want to go visit. I just want, you know, the phone answered. You know, the normal stuff. But I'll take your cell phone, and I'll stick it in this book, and then I need to speak to whoever after that. And yeah, I don't think nobody would like that, Margaret. I don't think nobody would. And so then it was 2 days after that, I think. That's when I got the call, which it's me and my son on there, and they should have called my son, because he was, 20 minutes away, which 20 minutes can be life and death, and you got me 500 miles away, which I'm first, but still, that ain't the point. Who you gonna call, the closer one or whatever? Anyway, the point was, they never called my son or anybody here. They called me 2 hours later. That's what I didn't like. They called me 2 hours later, and they just nonchalantly says, oh, is this, Tammy or whatever? And I said, yeah. And they said, well, we couldn't wake your mom up this morning. Y'all know, I'm not a calm person. I am not calm, especially when it comes to... I said, what do you mean they can't wake my mom up? Well, we couldn't wake her up, so we got 911 to come out here and pick her up, and she is over at the hospital, and that man had a strong voice too, so he couldn't wake her up. I said, what do you mean? So I'm freaking out, and I said, is she gonna live or die? I thought she was, and they're like, well, just so calm. Well, she's got vital signs. I said, okay, well, what is your opinion? Is she going to die or live or what? I mean, what is going on? I said, I won't hold you against it, but just tell me. Well, I mean, she's got vital signs. We just couldn't wake her up. I'm like, okay, bye. I ain't got time for all this shit. So I had to call and find out what was going on at the hospital. First, I called my son and said, you need to get to the hospital. Then I called the hospital, and I'm like, look, you got to tell me what's going on. So, no, we don't want her back over there. I'm sorry. So I talked to a social worker today at the hospital. I'm like, whenever she goes, they said I would call the state. They may be others with no family to call. Just hadn't happened. Yes, and I did see some reviews, and I was like those either, because I'm going to tell you what one of the reviews said. And this is how I got the email. One of the reviews said, I forgot what the family member put or something, but the review said, the email said, you need to take that down. That's slander, and you could email me privately. I was like, are you serious? I didn't like that. I'm like, no. Yeah. So, that was just, and I never want to do this anyway, but you need to make a report, and you will get a worker that will work with you. My mom passed away because of faculty she was in. Yeah. And I don't want that to happen to her. It's already a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And she's got so much going on. She's got so much going on. You reported yours to the state. Yeah. It's just a lot, man. Oh, I'm not. She will not. She will not. Nobody's family should go through that. And nobody wants to go through that, you know. My mom went into one and they caused her to go septic. And sick, yeah. Hey, Yaya, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your prayers, and I appreciate all of your prayers. Trust me. Trust and believe me. They mean more to me than y'all know. Listen, they mean more than you know. And that's all I can, I mean, I don't even know, thank you don't even seem enough, but the prayers, that's all I ask for. I don't ask for a dime. I don't ask for nobody to pay my way, my trip, my gas, my whatever I'm doing with my family. The only thing I asked is what is free. Prayers, please. And so when these idiots want to be assholes and idiots and come to me on some bullshit, I just wish they would stop, because if it hasn't already happened to them, one day it will. And man, karma's a bitch. It just is. And I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to do nothing. I'm not thinking about these idiots right now. SDD said, we're going to have an angel flight for my mom, for me, 700 miles, but we couldn't get her stable enough, so I spent her last two wheels. Spent her last two wheels. She may for sure got to see everyone and she wanted to see. Yeah. Yeah, because, and see, that's another thing a lot of people don't understand, like, running around and trying to get everything fixed just so when I get back home, hopefully everything will be settled enough. It's hard because, you know, so my son he has his own family and his 2 little girls and all that stuff, and he works 2 jobs, and, you know, so they have company from Thailand, her mother, and she'll be over here like a month or something. But, you know, all of this has just been really crazy. Hey, little Dev. And I know you do, Miss Ann. It's not that I'm worried about it. It's just I think they're real shitheads for doing it. You know, real shitheads. But that's okay. Anyway, you know, it don't matter. I got more important things on my mind. Very much so. Very much so. It was only yesterday I got to really sit down and go through some of YouTube and watch some of YouTube. And that's another reason I wanted to come on here. I did look on the way down here. I wanted to let y'all know. I know I posted that about Asia today. They're coming out. Somebody had sent me that, and I was reading a lot while I was sitting there with my mom all day long, or she went to get her test or whatever, so I got to read on that. And I said, yes, please keep me informed on Asia Degree. Hey, Deborah. And, yes, she's going to go up and down, and that's the healing part we went through with my mom. Right, where Summer. Yeah. But I was reading in the newspaper ads that the other day they did not find any. We wasn't sure about that. That they did not find any. I'm gonna say bones. I know I'm not saying it right. I'm not thinking right now. But now today they've come out and I think they did a press conference on or two. I didn't get to watch it, but they said that it was related, all that house and everything. And then today somebody sent it to me, and I opened my email, and I was like, yay, they're coming out with what was it? I can't even remember now. The 100 pages of the warrants and stuff like that. So I am going to be keeping up with it, and hopefully a lot of other people will. That is the case that needs to be solved. I wanted to come on here and briefly say I heard just shortly, again, I did not watch anything. I think I read it on Beautiful Sunflowers. Look, she's a wonderful person. She keeps everything up to date. And oh my God, when I glance, when I glance and see that, I don't know how she does it. But something about on Chris McDonough's the other night, which if I get time, I'll watch some of it. How he said it's just basically a cold case now. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, probably is. But that just broke my heart. And I did see where she posted pictures of, them just out laughing, and I'm not trying to cut them down right now. I just don't even have the energy to do that. But just going on about their life at the car show and everything. Again, I'm not trying to do all that right now. I'm just saying, why? Because it was a cold case. Listen, I just want to say there's a lot that was not new in Summer's case, and a lot of people hasn't spoke on it. Every now and then a few of us will keep her flyers up and stuff like that because there's not a lot to say on it. They bitched when we said something on it, and then they bitched if we didn't. But Summer is very special to me. She's special to my heart, and I will never, ever forget her. I shared a few posters today. Again, I haven't had time to go in and do a lot of stuff today. But Summer will never be forgotten. And for the ones that's kept her out every day, or her name, thank you. And please keep sharing her. I know, PG, she talks about her all the time. There's some that really just keep her out and always has. And all you can do, even if a case is cold, is just never let the public forget about these kids. Just like Asia, I feel one day that they will come in and they will somehow, some way find these kids, and that Summer will get her justice, her grace, and her dignity like I've always prayed for and hoped for that she would. Whispering Winds, it's a long story, but it's a lot, but we're working on a plan, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have that plan laid out and figured out completely. Actually may be good calling it a cold case. And please rewind. I'm not trying to ignore you, Whispering Winds. I did go all over that the best I could. Thank you. just keep the prayers coming. That's all I can say, honey. And then where Summer said, actually, maybe a good calling it a cold case now, maybe even a blessing because other eyes can get on it now. And yeah, how ironic. I was thinking that today too. I was like, how ironic. Maybe by it being called a cold case, hey, the one they can't stand so bad, Chris, maybe he can open it up and take it on, you know. I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. And then as far as Sebastian Rogers, Lord have mercy, only know. I've only seen a few things in that in the last few days or heard something. James, I certainly am. I asked for, or I did talk to a caseworker today. Now, the social worker's different, right? Because somebody was telling me about the coordinator. I think that was Miss Ann. And I did ask about that today. And they did not have the coordinator there. So I probably do need to ask about the social worker tomorrow. Because I know there's something else I'm getting mixed up. Okay. I will, TJ. Don't you worry about that, honey. Don't you worry about that. Because I don't think nobody should be anywhere. Nobody. And not even somebody answer the phones. And this was an ongoing. I can understand 1 or 2 times if you're on night shift and kind of a low staff. But I don't understand that. I don't know. I didn't see that, Rose. Somebody else may be able to tell you in the audience because I didn't see that. And do we know what searcher that was? Because I hope it wasn't serious. Contributors usually work insurance and homes. Social workers can work with state. Okay, thank you. Thank you. A searcher for Sebastian got shot today. Shit. We don't know who it was. I mean, I'm telling you, things are getting bad in Sebastian Rogers' case. What in the world? Yeah, it is hunting season in Tennessee, and I hope that they're not going to use that for an excuse for a lot of these people that happens. So I pray that they are okay. I did find out how the insurance will pay, how long it'll pay. It'll pay up until, it'll pay all of it for up to 100 days, and then it'll start going into her money. Thank you, Miss Ann. Thank you. Hey, funny face, Brenda. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I hope everything's okay. I just got to glance at a few things, and yeah, is that fact or rumor? Because I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been on here. I can't really take anything as a fact, but I haven't heard about anybody getting shot. I will tell you, yesterday when we were coming out of Kroger's, there was like, oh my gosh, so many fire trucks, so many police cars, ambulance, everything. I don't know what was going on up there. Going back towards that way down Long Hollow. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around, I bet. I know one thing, it reminds me every time I look at this news and then I drive down these interstates, it reminds me every day, every single day, why I got the heck out of Dodge a long time ago. I'm just saying, it's pretty, but oh no, thank you. Thank you, Southern Sass. That's all I ask for is just prayers. I just pray. That's all. All I want is just prayers. Um, just keep them coming because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. And I know, girl, what are you talking about? And then we were sitting there in the room, and then we was sitting there in the room, and my husband, because he's all into that, and he was reading the phone, and he said, Trump just got shot again, or shot at again, and I'm like, what? I told y'all how my mom feels. She said, huh, that happened, and whatever. And I'm like, no, he said that just happened, like, just now. It just now come out. Hey, Mayberry. Thank you, honey. I hadn't seen you in so long. I miss you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you. That means so much to me. So, I told my mom, I like to joke with her because she says, I told y'all I'm no different. I told y'all I'm no different outside here, in there, out there, wherever. I am the same. Even in a bad situation, I try to bring some kind of light to it. I know my mom hates Trump, though, and I love Trump. I'm just saying. I shouldn't maybe bring this on here. But we love to tease my mom about Trump. And I just want to get her laughing in there. But I told my mom, I said, hey, I said, you know what? I said, since I got all the paperwork and I'm in charge now, I said, you better get your butt up walking, because if you don't, I think I'm going to vote for you, and I'm going to vote Trump, that you voted Trump. I said, you think I can do that? I don't know if I can do that or not, but I think I can. I think I'm going to, in your name. And she says, and I said, you better get up here and walk. I said, I'm serious. I said, I think, hold on a minute. I said, I think if I can get a sick vote, I can just get an early vote and do something and something. And I said, I'll just sign your name. I said, you know, I do have your power of attorney. She said, I'm fixing to tear that up. Oh my God. I said, you better get up here and walk then. I said, get up and walk. Get up here and walk. But yeah, I try to keep her laughing, but she's something else. Yeah. Oh, Miss Ann, you have no idea. Yeah. Oh, and then last night, though, it's not, girl, this breaks my heart, though. So she also, when I was telling y'all about last night, I mean, she's good today, but last night she thought, she was gonna, like, she was talking about them freezing kids and stuff, and she thought, like, we needed to eat, so she was gonna get up in a minute and cook all, me and him and all the kids. I don't know what kids she was talking about. I think every time she heard them out in the hallway, the nurses or something, she'd say, get back in here, it's cold. I said, who are you talking to? She said, them kids out there. They're out there in that living room. They need to come in here and get warm or whatever. But she says, I want to get up and fix y'all a grilled cheese sandwich. You want a grilled cheese sandwich? Nah, we're good. So, I just worry about things like that. It makes me sad. But to kind of see her today getting better and stuff like that, and them really taking an initiative to help her, you know, you'd be like, hell yeah, you want a grilled cheese sandwich. Well, yeah, Miss Ann, today they were giving her, this don't make no sense. She keeps telling me she wants more bread, which if I need to go to the store and get her more bread, I'm going to get her more bread. They got her on a soft diet, okay? But they're bringing her, you know, potatoes and stuff like that. She won't take 2 or 3 bites, which makes no sense. They want her to have more protein, which cheese is protein, okay? Which I got her some at the store yesterday. And, so I got her those little cheese things. Okay. So, they told us today, because some of the stuff they've been sending is like slop for real. And, so they said she could exchange some stuff. The dietitian come in there. So I asked them, will you have grilled cheese sandwich on here? Because they said this is the alternative. I'm like, can she have a grilled cheese sandwich? She loves grilled cheese sandwiches. And then they were like, I don't know if they'll give her the grilled cheese sandwiches or not. But Mike can, you know, cut it up, stir it up, whatever they do. But I'm like, okay. So I said, can you try that, please? And everything I named on the alternative as far as the main, like, whatever, they're like, I don't know if she can have that or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. Yeah. I got her some yogurt yesterday, too. I got her some berry yogurt. Protein drink, milkshakes. Yep. Yeah, I'll ask them all that tomorrow because, I mean, she wants to eat, but she'll only take 2 or 3 bites. I mean, she won't. And her stomach hurts so much, but that's from, they said it's the, what they say? They said it's from the out where she can't use the bath, where she can't pee, where she's not peeing, she's holding the pee in. But now that she's got this Foley cath in, maybe that will help. And, I'm just hoping and praying. Orange sherbet. Yeah, they had sherbet on the menu, but they forgot to bring it today. And I don't know what it is. They had these things called, she said they had magic cups. I don't know what that is. But we asked them also if they would bring her some, sherbet, which was on there. But we didn't get the sherbet today. So, I don't know. Yeah, Denise, that's a good thing. Hey, Kelly, the OG. Oh, we're just talking. I was trying to update them on my mom and, you know, just saying how I hope they found Summer because they said it was a cold case. That's the only thing I've really caught up on, and seen a few cray-cray things about Sebastian. She's doing a little bit better today, but they did a lot of tests on her and stuff, and they did a real thorough neurology stuff on her today. Could be some nerve damage, but again, we're going to go through with a higher doctor tomorrow. She may have to have a spinal tap, And I don't know if she can withstand that, but they may, it's going to be up to this other doctor tomorrow to do that. And we're kind of going to go from there. Hopefully by tomorrow and this next meeting tomorrow, we'll know a little bit better. It is. It's a full moon out here. It's a full moon. Sure is. But yeah. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you praying for her, and just continue the prayers. And I hate to keep asking y'all so much, but that's all that I ask for is just prayers. You know, there's nothing else I know to even do or say or anything. I really, you know, it's sad. I mean, and, you know, that's my mom, and, you know, I want her better. It's hard to see her like this. I just need things straightened out. It's taking a toll on me. It's taking a toll on, you know, my family and everybody. And, you know, I appreciate everything y'all are doing as far as praying. And, you know, if you don't, that's fine. But just, you know, remember too, if you have your mom or somebody you love, just never forget that you never know when things are going to change. Don't ever think it can't be you. And that's basically all I wanted to say. Just don't forget that, you know. And sometimes, you know, sometimes there's a lot of things you don't realize people go through. And I'm talking about her, not just me. There's just some things you don't realize people go through. And just try to be kind to everybody. I'm trying to be kinder, believe it or not. I know I'm a bitch sometimes. You know, but at least I do have a heart. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And if you still got your mom, just spend all the time you can with them. Be good to them. Be good to everybody that you love. One thing that's for sure, and that I'm telling you a fact, and that I'm correct on, we're all gonna die from this world. We may not want to. We may not want to think about it. Our kids may go for us. We may go before our kids. But you know what? We don't have a choice. We're all going to pass away. And no matter how good you are, no matter how bad you are, no matter how much you change, try to be good, we're all going to pass away. And you can believe what you want to believe in life. I personally rather want to be safe than sorry. But I don't push that on anybody. I'm just saying, we don't know our time. We don't know our time. We're on God's time. And if you love somebody, let them know. If you can spend time with somebody, let them know. If you can forgive somebody, let them know. I see a lot of craziness out here. Even craziness that I've said and done myself, you know. Everybody's got that day coming, that's right. So, but I just wanted to come on here and kind of update y'all. I don't know who's lied. Who's lied? I don't know who's alive. But I hope everybody does have a good night. And I'm going to try to probably, I don't know if I can sleep tonight, but I'm going to try to go to bed a little bit early. And get back out there early in the morning, because sometimes you never know when these doctors come in. I'm sorry, Denise. Yeah. Hey, Selena. Yeah, and just try not, and that goes for everybody, just try not to get caught up in the YouTube drama. I mean, like right now, after I left the hospital, I've been there since 5, what did I say, 5:30 till, I've been on here an hour, so maybe 2 hours ago. And all the time that I've been here, as much as I want to find or help or think I'm helping or in the Sebastian stuff or report on it or whatever, I can do just fine behind this computer saying pass out his flyers, pass out his name, keep it out. I'll talk about him on there. I don't have to go do none of that. I'm not about clicks, views, likes. I'm not about whatever it is. I don't care what people think I'm about, okay? My family comes first. Hey, Fun to Ski. Good to see you. And, you know, if I run across something, then I run across something. But, all I'm telling y'all to do is keep these flyers out for these missing children. And, when I do get time or get back home, if this person hadn't been found, I don't recall their name right now, and I so apologize if I move this phone. It's not going to work because I don't know how to do it when I'm live on my phone. I don't have my computer with me. My son just sent me a message I was looking at. But, there's another case somebody sent me, and it's an older person, and they're important too, and I want to talk about him. And I hope he's found before I can. Hey, R2 Country Girl. That's right. God hath not promised skies always blue, flowers strewn pathways all of our lives through. God has not promised our sun without rain, joy without sorrow, peace without pain. You're exactly right. Exactly right. So, yeah, you're exactly right. But I want to make sure, let me do this, hold on a minute. But anyway, I want to make sure that y'all know that I love you. I thank you. And I appreciate all of you. I really, really do appreciate all of you. And just know I'm here. I'm a little slow about answering this stuff. I'm not very good about it. But, I won't tell y'all what happened yet. But one person on here knows, because I told him, I said, I can't believe it and I'm so embarrassed. But listen, if y'all get a chance, this is a true situation. This don't have nothing to do with my phone. Look, Smiley's had a lot of bad luck since I've been here too. You can call it good luck too if you want to. But I firmly believe in paying it forward. I do, and I have a story about that. We'll do a little bit later. I'm really tired tonight. But if you can pay it forward, you don't even have to tell nobody. Pay it forward, whether it's 50 cents, 5 cents, whatever. Pay it forward. And I promise you it'll come back to you. Even though I got to pay it forward, and I wasn't too happy because mine was like, what is going on here? Because I don't take nothing or like nothing from nobody. But in turn, then I got to pay it forward to somebody else. And I got to thinking about it, and I thought, oh, they probably need it more than I did. But I had just gave somebody, like, I'll give you a short rundown, gave 55 cents or 50 cents and some change to somebody on the end of the road. And then a fluke happened to me, and it was there, and then it, was fixed, and I was like, you know what? Don't be mad, Smiley, be glad. Because then the one you helped after that with the other $10, man, see, it works. You never know what she needed. So if that hadn't happened, that trickle effect, I'm just telling y'all. So if there's any lesson in that, just keep an open heart and an open mind, okay? All right. Now look, I got to go. Good night. And I'll talk to y'all as soon as I can. I'll update you, okay? Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye. I learned how to turn this phone off every time. But I love y'all. See. Dun, dun, dun.